Hi, this is Kristin coming to you from Gunderson's Bookkeeping. And have you been struggling with QuickBooks Online lately, wondering how to maybe apply vendor credits or make refund a receipt? Or maybe you're accepting Square or another credit card processing company that isn't QuickBooks, and you want to know how to account for the credit card fees. I am going to show you how to do all of that today. Let's first go ahead and start off with, say you're taking a credit card payment over the phone and you don't have QuickBooks set up for the payments yet. So let's go ahead and do that. So say we come in and we run a credit card through our credit card processing machine. However, it does not talk to QuickBooks Online. So I don't know who owes us money. Let's look and see who owes us money. I'm going to go over here to customers. Okay, Amy's Bird Sanctuary owes us money, okay? So I'm going to go up here to the plus sign, receive payment. And I'm going to put in Amy's Bird Sanctuary, and they're paying with a credit card. If it's not in here, say they paid with a Visa. Again, it's going to go to undeposited funds and say they pay the full $239 balance. So even though we may have only received $235 into our bank account because the credit card processing took the $4 bank fee, I am still applying the full amount to the invoice because I did pay it in full. So now what I'm going to do is do save and close. And say that this is the only credit card that we took today, okay? If it's the only credit card that we took today and there's going to be no other credit cards that are coming through today, at the end of the day, let's go ahead and we can run our report from to show how much it was come in, what the credit card bank fee is, and then how much will be deposited into our bank account. So we're going to go to bank deposits, and this might be tomorrow morning that we have to do this. And we want to, so say this Cool Cars and the sporting goods place, they paid with like checks. We want to make that as a separate deposit, okay? We do not want to mingle the credit cards and the checks. So whatever everything that came through on your credit card processing receipt, at the end of the day, that's what we want to click, okay? And then it tells us that it is going to take $4 of that, and that's probably a really low number, but say the Visa bank is taking this back from us, so we're going to put this here. Let's see if there's a credit card. Might also be called merchant account. Nope, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. Oh, and that should have been an expense. That's an expense. And then you're going to minus the $4 that the credit card is keeping. And then down here, this amount right here should match what is hitting our bank account, okay? And it's probably not going to be that even number, but that's the number that we need to have that matches our credit card, the end of day statement that's going to hit our bank account, okay? And then we can go save and close. So that is how we handle having like a credit card processing machine that's not connected to QuickBooks Online, and how we need to account for the credit card fees. And actually, seeing how I did screw up, I'm going to show you how to fix this real quick. I'm going to go into the plus, the gear sign, and go to accounts, chart of accounts. So you're chart of accounts. And remember, I just added that merchant, merchant account fees, but see, it's as an income account right here. It's not an income account. So I need to go in and fix these because I was going too fast and I accidentally screwed up. So I'm going to go ahead and edit them. And we're going to change this to an expense. And then we're going to see if there's anything that kind of looks like it fits that category. I'm going to put it to other business expense. And then if we want to, we can put it in the description. And then we can do save and close. So now it will show up correctly on the bank statement because right now it had shown up as income and now it's going to show up as an expense. So that is correct. Okay, I'm going to jump back really quick to our PowerPoint because I wanted you to see this. Next thing I want to show you is credit memos. I want to make sure that I don't miss and not show you how to do anything. So under the plus sign, we're going to go to credit memo. So say you are in construction and you bought a whole bunch of materials, job materials from the vendor, okay? And then you returned like 2 sheets of plywood or something like that because you over ordered. So they're going to send you a credit memo, okay? So it's kind of like you get to deduct that from your next bill that you pay. So let's find okay, this looks medical supplies. Okay, so in the date on the credit memo is from 11/7. And then whatever we originally bought from this medical supply company, I know this doesn't make too much sense, but say we bought sprinkler heads, okay? And say we had to return 4 of them. I guess they're $2 each, so we have an $8 credit there. So now we're gonna go save and close. And then we had to go to, we're gonna put in a bill real quick. Oh, nope, I'm sorry. So the credit memo is for the accounts receivable. So say that company returned those sprinkler heads to you. I'm sorry, I was thinking of vendor credits. So that company returned 2 of those sprinkler heads that they bought from you. So, and let's go ahead and say they have another invoice. And then they went ahead and they say they returned those sprinkler heads, but they really needed the sprinkler pipes, okay? And so they had to buy 4 of those. So now they have an invoice for sprinkler pipes. And I would save and send this. So now when they go to make that payment, we're going to go receive payment. Put in their name. There they are. So see, here's that one invoice that I just created. So they're paying with the check. That's check number 4398. So they're paying on the 21st. And then say they're paying this too. But they should have a credit right here. Where the heck's the credit? It should just appear on the credit account. Okay, so something's weird. So before we apply that, I don't want to save this. I want to go, let's go back to the credit memo. And if we go up here to this spiral thing, here's the credit memo. One payment made. Oh. Okay. So see, that's applying it already. I don't believe that was there when I was just looking, was it? Okay. Let's go ahead and go back to the received payments for Paulson. Yeah, it's not showing up, but we know it exists. Okay, so it's right there. Oh, because it already had the open invoice right there, and it applied it automatically to it. Okay, so we don't want to have that one applied right there, so I'm going to unclick that and just save and close. Save and close. So now when we go to receive payment, because we don't want it to be applied to that. Paulson, medical supplies. Okay, so this is what it's supposed to look like when you hop on to receive the payment. There's the credit memo way down there. So he is paying this invoice right here, and he wants to pay it today. He's paying with a check. Again, we're having it to undeposited funds, but he wants to apply this credit memo to this, okay? So now he's paying the full invoice of $16, but applying the $8 credit memo from returning the sprinkler heads. So we're actually getting $8 from him. So now we're going to hit save and close. So that's how it's supposed to work. Okay, let's see. The next thing, applying the credits. Okay, I just showed you how to apply the credits. Refund receipts. So say that a customer bought something and they just want a full refund instead of having that credit applied to their next one. This is how we're going to do this. Who owes us? Who? I want to see who came in. So say Bill's Wind Shop. They have this invoice out here, and say that they paid this. And I'm going to say we received the payment. It was on 9/8. Say they paid it on 9/30. Just saying. Say they paid on October 1st. Paid it all in full with a check. Save and close. I don't know what that is that they bought, but save and close. I'm gonna write this down. Invoice 1027. Save and close. So up here, say they come in October 15th or whatever, and say whatever they had broke or whatever, and they want to get a refund. So now we're going to go to refund receipts. So this is when they're returning that product. I think it was Bill's Wind Surf Shop. And I don't know what they bought, but Let's go back and double check I'm showing you how to do this right. Okay. So refund receipt. Say it was gardening. That's not make sense. You're not going to return gardening. Say the return to lighting thing. You know, is that $85? And we're going to pay them back with a check that we're going to have to cut them manually, or we could give them back cash. I guess giving them back cash would make sense as long as we have that in the till. And this is where we're going to, we are taking it from the checking account. Actually, let's pay them back with a check because we only had like $50 in the till. So we're going to have to cut a check for them. And our check number is 2367. We're going to print that. It's coming from the checking account. And then we're going to, we'd actually print the check, but save and send. So here's the refund receipt that we're sending them to. So that way they have that. And then, so they have the invoice, they had the payment, and then we went ahead and refunded them. Okay, so what else am I supposed to show you? I already showed you this report. You know, if you have any questions on how to do invoicing and receive payment or do sales receipts, that was covered in last week's. I can show you how to do statements too. That was covered in last week's, so go back and watch last week's. Okay, so we want to know who owes us money, right? So we're going to go to the reports. We're going to go to this accounts receivable aging report. So we can easily look to see who owes us money. So this is what our accounts receivable looks like, okay? And so we want to look at it as of today's day, or so we want to look at it as of October 31st. There's only a few bad apples out there right now. So say you want to go ahead and you're looking at today's date and you want to go ahead and send a receipt to Red Rock Diner because they owe you obviously at least 2 invoices, and you want to send them a receipt because you, or a statement because you want that. So what we're going to do, I believe it's under the gear sign. Let's look at the plus sign. Okay, so it's under the plus sign, underneath others, and here it is, statements. And say we didn't want to send it to everyone, but you know, you talked with Red Rock Diner. So I'm going to go ahead and unclick this, and they specifically asked for that statement. So I want to make sure I send it just to Red Rock. Or if you want to do a few of them, you could click a few of them, but you know that Red Rock, we need to send them one. So we could do a balance forward, or we could do all open items. I'm going to do all open items. Hit apply. Again, unclick, Red Rock. And then let's look and preview it, okay? I want you to see what all open items looks like. So it has the 2 invoices that are due. That way, when they get this, they can easily see, oh, okay, it's invoice 1024 and invoice 1023, and you know, this one's due in 2 days, okay? So, and then we would print this, or we can email it to them if we have their email on hand. I want to show you the difference between open statement and balance forward. So if it's balance forward, see that invoice from August does not show up anymore. It just shows the current one. So they may call you back and be like, well, I don't know what this $156 is for. Can you please send me the invoice for that? If you just would have sent them the open invoice one, you would have solved that problem just like that. And let's look at this other one just so you can see transaction statement. apply. And again, we don't want to send it to anyone. We're just looking at Red Rock. So that one looks weird to me. That one, it only has one of the statements on it, one of the invoices on that statement. And so I don't like that view at all. Because we know, how about all? If we change it to all, will that help? Nope, that's not helping. So I would recommend using the open items one for sure for sending statements. And let's see if there's anything else I need to show you. All right, that is it for the accounts receivable portion. We are going to do the accounts payable next week, and I'm probably going to split this up into two different sessions again. So I'll cover like the vendor center, creating the expense, creating a check, doing the bill, and then the bill payment. I'll cover all of that in one, and then I'll cover how to do the credits and the accounts receivable report the week after Thanksgiving. And next week, I am going to be doing this on Wednesday morning instead of Thursday morning because it's Thanksgiving. So I'm going to come a day early, but I don't want to have you miss out on anything. If this was helpful for you, go ahead and share this out. And I would also love to, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments or reach out to us. We would love to help answer them. That's what we are here for. Thank you.